Hello beautiful people, my name is Christina and thank you so much for joining my DIYLife channel. In today's episode, we'll talk about the wedding as a project, talking about the logistics of the wedding, and I wanted to share how I'm able to handle all of these tasks associated with a DIY wedding for 200 people. I have a background in project management and I treat each real estate transaction. I'm a realtor. I treat every house project, but now we're talking about the wedding as a project. And then if you outline all of your segments of the wedding and create a different project for each one segment, then you outline all of your tasks associated with, you put timeline, and you can get a folder for different segments. You can use Excel, you can use Word. I have a big whiteboard in my office downstairs. I also use my laptop and my Remarkable. It's a little digital book that I like to use for that. And then I have every single task, what are the items I need to buy for this particular project, for this particular segment of the wedding, and that's how it's very easily manageable. Every morning when we get up, during the night when we drink our tea and coffee, we look at the today's list, what are the things that we have to accomplish for that day, for that week. So then your mind doesn't store all of this information. Your mind is there to process that information. I like to say that over and over, so you don't have to worry about, oh, what do I have to do for the flowers, what do I have to do for the food. It's right there. Open your project, open your folder, and you'll see what is it that you need to accomplish today or this week. In today's episode, I wanted to talk to you about the items I've purchased so far. Liney, please be quiet. I have purchased all the plates. They're very elegant, very beautiful, very sturdy. We're expecting about 200 people. I purchased 350 just to be on the safe side. The food is going to be served in a buffet style, so as people go back and get more food, they can get a new plate. So I purchased 350 of those. This set came with already wrapped napkin and silverware. Also came with these beautiful plastic glasses. I purchased maybe 600 of those. I want to make sure I have plenty. And I have purchased those. Oops. Sorry about that. I have purchased those champagne flute. They came in separate condition. You have to put them together. These are a little too fragile. I'm not sure if I made the best choice with this. We'll see how it goes. After the wedding is over, I will list every single item and I will rate them, and hopefully that will be helpful for you. I'll share the vendors, the price, and what was my experience with each item. I found this really cute LED lights, and they're specifically designed for a drink. They last about 3 or 4 hours. I think that's what it says in the description. They come in a big bag. You'll have to obviously pull the plastic out to activate the light. This is what I've done here. The one thing I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to tell the guests about it is to let them know that they can save their light if they want to, and they can transfer it into their new glass of drink, their new drink. So Everyone will be receiving after the ceremony, immediately after the ceremony, everyone will be getting a glass of champagne. The light will be already in it, and then they'll just have to transfer it into their new drink. I mentioned to you that I purchased 200 of these foams for wet flowers arrangements. I also purchased 200 of these onion bags. Yeah, onion bags. And they, well, here you go. They are flexible enough to fit more than one foam. If you want to make it thicker, if you want to cut it in half, if you want to make a bowl. So one of the flowers arrangements I'll be doing is, imagine a volleyball size arrangements foam in onion bag, all filled in with carnations or zinnia. I believe carnations will be more spectacular, and they'll be hanging from different trees. But this will be ideal. You have a place to put a hook to tie it up. For the main arch where the ceremony is going to be performed, I am utilizing 2 foams in an onion bag, and all I have to do is wrap the foams into the arch, and then is ready to put the designs. I don't have to worry about attaching foams. This is what the onion bag is gonna do for me. Another thing I wanted to share with you is this really good red wine. We got this from Costco. It's Pinot Noir. They don't always have it, so when we see it, we buy the crates, and I think we purchased 2 crates, which will make it 24 bottles of red wine. Typically, not many people drink red wine in the summer. They tend to drink more white wine, but we wanted to make sure we have plenty. This was under $10 in our Costco. In your Costco might be cheaper. Tennessee has slightly higher alcohol prices for whatever reason. We are purchasing the rest of the alcohol, champagne and white wine and hard liquor from a wholesaler in Kentucky, and I'll be happy to share the entire list with you in another episode. But the point of this episode really is to stress how important it is to write everything down. What are the flowers you're going to be purchasing, what kind of arrangements you're going to be making. If you're doing your flowers arrangements, you might be doing everything but the flowers arrangements. Speaking of that, I just finished very productive meeting with wedding consultant from globalrose.com. This is the company where I'll be buying the flowers from. A lot of my friends know that I really wanted to get hold of imported flowers from Ecuador. I was in Ecuador in 2002 or 2004. I worked for Miss Universe, and we had one of the pageants in Ecuador, and that was absolutely an amazing experience. The country is beautiful itself, but we had all of these flowers arrangements everywhere we go. Ecuador is the second largest exporter of flowers, and they have absolutely the most beautiful, not just roses, but any kind of flowers, good quality, and they last long. So if you are thinking about doing your flowers arrangements, regardless of what company you'll be using to get your flowers delivered, a lot of those companies do offer consultation with wedding specialist. She was very helpful to tell me what are the flowers I might want to incorporate, when should I order them, because some of them are coming in a condition that they are not completely bloomed yet, so you have to wait for a couple or 3 days until they completely open, and then you can start house and show you some other things, but right now we are done with everything I had here for you, so I will see you in a second. So these are my how many boxes of foams for the flowers arrangements. I have also purchased my tablecloths. I know you have the option to rent them or to purchase them. The price was the same. Why would I spend the same amount of money on renting if I can buy them? And they're good quality, lavender color. I don't know, the light may be changing the color here a little bit, but they're really good quality. So I got those in Amazon, and again the price was the same as renting. Let's see, I have purchased many of those globes. They are for watering plants, like here, you see, and I will be utilizing those for the main decor piece. I will talk about this more. It was here, so I just wanted to show it to you. And lastly, those are warmers and coolers for food. They are stackable. They're great size. You can put up to 10 aluminum trays, 10 trays of food there. You can see how deep they are. They come with labels for your food, and the food's supposed to last at warm temperature, at hot temperature, for up to 3 to 4 hours. It had great reviews. I think they're about between $200 and $300 each. We purchased 2, and that is where we'll be storing our warm and cold food. They're very yes, they are very well insulated. They had great reviews. I think this is a great buy. A friend of mine gave me these beautiful votive candles. I have about 140 of those, and that's really useful for the decoration around the yard. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be using them, but I'm very grateful. I have 140 of those. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Fluffy, you want to say goodbye? Say goodbye. I will see you at the next episode.